What is up, everyone? I'm gonna be honest, guys. Ooh, I'm still tired. I am still tired. I'm a little drained tonight, guys. It's been a rough couple of days. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. As you can hear, I'm still just a little bit sick. I'm better. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm still just a little bit ill, and it's really bothersome that it's been this long. But here we are, you know. Hey, what's up, Acheron? Acheron's Call. How you doing? True Yellow Dart, Summer, Chris Chaos. Welcome. Cosmic Brownies, Don Wiggles. How you doing? Trexodactyl. Thank you all for coming. Neptune. Welcome. I'm going with a simple throwback today, guys. All right, we're going with something easy and light. It was working before. We're gonna see if it keeps working now, and see if we can still get some surprise wins in on it. Well, we're gonna give it a shot. Yeah, I haven't been able to recover, so I was out of town. If you may or may not know, I was out of town. My grandmother passed away last week. I very quickly, I got sick. I got horribly ill, and right in the middle of being horribly ill, I had to leave town for her funeral. So it was a rough couple of days as I did that and prepared for everything else. Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was, let's do this. Boom. Thank you so much, Radvig. Yeah, it was, so I had to travel kind of while sick, and wasn't really able to just take time to rest and recover, which, you know, kind of sucks. But, you know, we do our best. We do our best. We do everything that we can, and, ooh, what's up, Kevin Legion? You know, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing okay. It's, the biggest issue has been that just not being really able to rest as much as I'd like to, and, you know, that's, I think, is the biggest problem. Okay, so let's say black. Or welcome. Let's do black then. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? How we doing? But yeah, no, it's been a rough couple of days. It's been a trying couple of days. But I'm back on the grind, and you know I miss this. It's not super stressful. It's just taxing. So yeah, I really hope you recover. Last night I wanted to stream. And I got in really late from the airport, and I said, "Well, let me take a quick break. Let me relax real fast. You know, lay down in my bed because I got in at like 11. I said, well, I could stream at 12:30. Oh, did not happen, guys. Let me tell you, I laid down in my bed and passed out. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I laid down in my bed at 11, woke up at 6 in the morning. Didn't even remember the time go by. Yeah. You know, the fun thing about this deck is I've had twice, and maybe the 10 times that I've been theory crafting and building this, I put down Venerated Rot Priest, and the person immediately scoops. I've had it twice happen. They go, absolutely not. Not happening. Just like that. There you go. As I was talking about it, yeah. You put down that on turn 1, and people go, nope, I'm done. No thank you. Yeah, as I live and breathe, as I was talking about it, yeah. You get it's like duress. You get that turn 1 duress scoop where people go, Venerated Rot Priest, absolutely not. I'm not playing against that. Zero, no, not happening. And that's pretty funny when you think about it. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. I might have played Magic for 2 hours and only gained 2%. Are you talking about Mythic? Yeah, that's part of the reason that I don't do the Mythic grind so hard anymore. Because you get that problem, and it's like, what am I doing, you know? Yeah, I've had that where it's I'll play and I'll win like 10 games and I won't gain anything, or I gain 1%, and then I'll lose a game and slide back, and it's like, this is not worth it. This is not worth it, you guys. Hush word. Alright, we'll lose. Here's the Venerated Ratussi. The fun thing about the Venerated Ratussi is that you can do this. There you go. So you have a sweeper? Sweeper would suck. Sweeper would suck very bad. He'd be really stupid if he swung, though. My new mono red red deck is at 221 to 101. Wow, that's pretty good overall. Hey, what's up, Joe LeBlanc? Duress, I only have Elspeth in there. You can have it. You should swing, bro. You should totally do it. Rush of Dread. Sacrifice 3 creatures. He's going to go to 8. This. Tap a creature to reduce its cost. We get him like that. See, people don't realize about that synergy. It's bad. It's a rough synergy to deal with. The fact that you can get 2 poison counters off that rebound is awesome. Do you like that? Did you like that combo play right there, folks? I hope you did. I hope you like that combo play right there. Don Wiggles, I think that was, that's the one called, what is it called? What did I call it? The new red? Damn. Speed kills. Yeah, that's the one. That's the ticket. Speed kills. Yeah. All right, Slaughter Singer. Okay, yeah, I feel like I can get away with this. I feel like I definitely can. I'm trying to craft that Mardu, Alice, Gain, and Drain You made just for fun. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I do like that one. Cacophony and Wild Ride. Good combo. He's probably going to just ramp up here and beat the shit out of me, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll do this. That's going to become a 2/2. Boom. Get that poison on there. Missed you turning into your live streams. I know, I miss doing them. Listen, I do like doing this quite a bit. It is fun. I do miss it. It's tiring sometimes, but it's very good. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. If he's got just nothing but cracks and removal, he's got it with mice. There's not a lot that beats mice like this on an early hand, so... Yeah, there's nothing really that beats mice on an early hand. Unfortunately, we're at a point where, you know, you have to beat mice early or you just lose the game. You know, these 3 cards right there are probably some of the most powerful currently, which is, you know, kind of patently absurd. Like, you know right away if you just don't immediately suppress that, then you're going to get cut up. You're just going to get cut up. Alright, that's actually a really good opener. Yeah, I believe it or not, I'm breaking with my own personal tradition, and I'm not putting down very much, removal on this. I almost have, I don't think I have any removal. I think I'm just trying to get him in and get him out. I'm just trying to early game fucking walk him down, you know? It is kind of sometimes you just kind of have to whole commit to a plan, I guess. Let's do this. Let's go in. Boom. He may be in trouble here. If he doesn't, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Black can't block. He's in bad shape. Yep. No. See, that's the idea right there, is just to, like, we don't need removal. We want to fucking outgun them immediately. We're not even worried about it. If we can't get in, we'll just fucking move on. Because we're going to try to hit him hard, you know. And I think, honestly, sometimes I get caught up in the gunfight where we're trying to outshoot Mono Red or something like that, and it's just hard. It's just hard, man. Okay. Let's push him. Boop, 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 boop. Kenra Spellspear. You don't like Kenra Spellspear? That's my pet card. Yeah, here we go again. Here we go again, where it's just, it's going to be a lot of the same. Razor Bridge Thicket, Drawing Chorus. Boom. Don't be Shelter. I think it's going to be Shelter. Yep. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. I have no removal. Well, I can put down Bloat Boy, and I can see if they... No, I don't think that. It depends. I can put down Bloat Boy, but that's pretty much it. If they have another pump, there's not much we can do there. Challenger. Thank you, Radvig. Submit. Let's go in. Boom. Submit. Make it a 7. Make it a big beefy 7. A big wiener schnitzel size 7 right there. Hey, what's up, Nude Avenger? How you do? Do you think Mono Red and Omni players are lazy? I don't think they're lazy. I think they just want to win. They're not really interested, as I've talked several times about. Would I say that they're interested in, you know, are they interested in playing Magic, or are they interested in just getting a lot of wins? I think that, you know, it's hard to say. I understand it. I'm not going to, you know what, I'm feeling very sympathetic right now. I'm not going to come too hard down on them. The grind is tough. Omni, I'll have a little bit more scorn for, because you know what you're doing with Omni, right? You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing with Omni, right? You know what's up. You're trying to soft lock the game. Listen, Red, I'll be more sympathetic about. Absolutely, because, you know, you're trying to move up the rank ladder. It's not easy. I wouldn't say lazy. They just want to win the game. That's it. They're just trying to win. They're not trying to engage in the game in any kind of complicated way. They're just trying to get wins in. Period. It's really just the long and short of it. You know, it's just what it is. All right. Yeah, it's boring, and that's why I don't do it. It's boring to me. Why would I want that? Why would I just want to fucking do nothing? You know, why would I just want to fucking just spam the same shit? Like, I find it boring. That's Holly's favorite. Like, this is powerful, but it's like, you know, what new card is this person playing? At the very least, I have a new card in my deck. You know what I mean? I'm trying a new dynamic. I have a couple of new cards. You know, it's just like, it's just, I don't want to be on autopilot from 6 months ago, you know? Let's look at a new dynamic here. At least with the synchronized charge, there's a different way to play the poison. There's like a different vector and method, or at least a strategy. You know, this is a bad opener. If I had green, I'd be really happy with it, but not a great opener. Let's mulligan. That's better. Yeah, Mobilize is so much fun, but, you know, you get to the point where you're like, well, Mobilize doesn't have as good as a mechanic as fucking Mono Red, so why play it? And I think at that point you're kind of doing yourself a disservice. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not doing yourself a favor by... See, that's Shelter again. This is another thing. This is why I don't play Shelter. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of turn 3, turn 4 Shelter. It's like, at this point, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to play. It's such an auto-win card. I don't want to play this anymore. It's so powerful, and it just basically gives you free shit. I don't want to run it. I don't want to run it anymore. So, yeah, that's part of it, is that, and people always go, yeah, well, I had to replace one of your cards with Shelter because, you know, that's what really will get that gets the blood going. And it's like, yeah, I get that. I understand that Shelter's so powerful, but at a certain point, what are we doing? You know, what are we doing here? We're running the same shit over and over and over again, and I want to do more than that. What's up, Nude Avenger, by the way? How you doing? Sorry for monologuing so much, guys. My turn. Let's put down that. Let's put down that. Boom. Let's fucking try him. Okay. Digging the vibes. I appreciate it, man. I dig the vibes too. Alright, pass. He's gonna go in, I'm sure. Pretty much. It's toxic to the end. And again, I feel like I may start coming off like a hypocrite saying, well, you know, I like to do stuff, but I'm playing Toxic. I'm trying a new dynamic in Toxic, and I'm trying to play Toxic in an arena that people generally don't do that anymore. It's an older fucking system that we're trying to kind of squeeze out here. Harmonize. We're dead anyways. We ended there. Boom, boom, boom. At least the games are fast. At least we're getting them in quick, and that's kind of the fun part of this one. We're holding steady at a 62% win rate. You know, there's that. But these heavy removal ones that come in and just kick our teeth in right away, they're just they're a little hard to get through. You know. I'm really upset because YouTube is going to punish the shit out of me for being away, and I hate that. I really hate it. It's probably one of the worst things about this job. If you're like a regular uploader and you start not regular uploading, YouTube is going to come back with a vengeance on you, man. They're going to go, uh-oh. They're going to say someone wasn't uploading. You're not getting any fucking hits. So if you're like a daily or frequent uploader and you stop, the algorithm is basically like, well, your channel can go to hell. I'm not recommending you for shit. It's part of the reason that you'll see a lot of MTG YouTubers and streamers, they post every day, or they'll try to go on humongous streaks. Like Power Dragon posted 1,000 days in a row. He put up something 1,000 days in a row, for the sole reason that the algorithm, if you're not feeding it daily content, it deprioritizes your channel, essentially. Which is, you know, sucks. Okay, so let's do that. Hey, what's up, Blood Raven? How you doing? Negative that. Is he doing mill or is he doing temporary lockdown? That fucking impressive. let's leave it there. Yeah, I mean for new people. It doesn't send it out to anybody new. Mill. Is he going to put down the big mill right here? Or a sweeper? Which one do we expect? We expect stock up. Interesting. Boom. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's get them out here early on. Alright. Sweeper? Mill? He's looking for the sweeper. He's looking for it. He's looking for something to deal with me. I know he is. Yeah, temporary lockdown. Gets rid of spells time. Doesn't get rid of bloated contaminator. I don't know how much he can do about that. Put you down. He's got an instant in his hand. He's got 2 open mana. Let's see what he's got. Nope, he just died. Okay. That's fine. I'll take him just dying. I was a little confused there, but I'll just fucking take him getting beaten. That's alright. How you doing, Tempest? What's up? King of Crayons, Summer. Yeah, it's good to be back. Sorry about being gone, guys. We're going to be doing not that many decks. We're going to be going into Final Fantasy coverage real quick here. Don't forget, in 1 week, in a week from today, meaning Wednesday, you're going to be having early access Final Fantasy. So we're almost in it, guys. Thank you for following, Teddy Bear. Welcome to the show. Let's do Scroll of the Flipper. Boom. What's my favorite color combination? Probably Orzhov. If we're not talking about pure mono black, probably Orzhov. Boom. 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 Yes, white black. White black is as it is sometimes known as, aka white black. Let's put down a crawling chorus. Let's do this. Let's do that. I really enjoy running Mardu, but running in 3 colors is such a hassle. It is. It's a big hassle. I will not... hey, look, it's Teresian Light Shitter. Look at that, guys. He's going to discard those so he can reanimate. The only thing they run Rakdos in is Reanimator. Yeah, there's a Trax Reanimator there. Teresian Light Shitter. Oof. We're going to say white, pink, boom. We'll call it red. Okay, he wants to resurrect here. He wants to res Valgoth or Atraxa. Teresian Light Shitter. Ooh, brutal hit there. Okay, we're gonna do Crawling Chorus. Boom. Boom. Am I playing Phyrexians? Yeah, I would say Selesnya Toxic. It ends up being a very Phyrexian. Zombify the Grand Atraxa. That sweeper is probably what's going to end us. We could have won the game next turn, but the sweeper waiting for the sweeper really fucked us up. That really did really hit us hard there. I'm really tired of fucking Atraxa. That's another boring one. This is a boring card for boring people who have no original thoughts, bro. Reanimating Atraxa is not fucking interesting or unique at all. I'm sorry. It's a fucking... It's the same old, same old. It's boring as shit. I'm not mad at you for running Reanimator. Listen, run Reanimator all you'd like. Run Reanimator all day, every day. Enjoy yourself. It's very fun. Reanimating Atraxa is so fucking tired, dude. It's so fucking tired, man. It's just the most tired shit that you could possibly run. As a matter of fact, I'm going to scoop because I'm tired of it. I'm not even mad for... Hey, reanimate Valgavoth. That's a good thing, man. Valgs is a great thing to reanimate. Reanimating Atraxa, bro. It's been 3 years, bro. It's been 3 years, bro. Get a new reanimation target. Find something else you want to run, man. Oh, but it's the most value. I don't give a shit about the most value. Find something interesting, bro. Find something more interesting to do than reanimate Atraxa. When did March of the Machine come out? Let me find out. (2003). Over 2 years ago. Ops goes first. We got a slow hand. This is going to be terrible, but we're going to run it anyways. Against Mono Red. Again, I'm not mad at you for doing this. It's just boring to me. I can't do it anymore. I can't run the same cards that have been out for 2 years. I want to play something new. I know that a lot of my shit is from March of the Machine, but I'm trying a new dynamic with it. And it's not the power cards. It's not Atraxa. I never found Atraxa to be that attractive of a reanimation target. I know it's enormous, but it's whatever. You know, I don't want to come off as too complaining, and I'm just bitching about what everyone's doing. But I crave novelty. I crave novelty, guys. I desire it so bad. I want new stuff so fucking bad. I want to play new cards. I want to see new dynamics. I want to see different interactions. We had a whole set come out, and barely anybody plays anything from it. You know, and it's like, please, give me something new, please. All right, let's do this. Oof. Okay. We'll put down Skrelv's Hive and Synchronized Charge. He probably will just kill me with Bloat Boy because Monastery Swift Spear is just that powerful. If he's got fucking a million pump-ups, if he's just got fucking, whatchamacallits, Monstrous Rages, it is what it is. You know? You know, there's really nothing stopping it here. But that is a little surprising. Okay. That is a little shocking. Okay. I'm a little shocked that Monastery Swiftspear, the triple Monastery Swiftspear, didn't do as much as I thought it would. Now he's kind of in a bad spot. He's going to play stock up. Interesting. March of the Machine, 2023. The number one thing that I'm trying to tell you to do here, guys, play new stuff. Experiment. Have fun with this game. There's so many different tools. You might hit on a whole new dynamic, a whole new thing that you weren't expecting. You might suddenly find an amazing way of playing, a unique method of getting something done that you just didn't realize you could do. You might do amazing stuff, you know? I want you to play the game. I want you to try things. I want you to build. That's the number one thing that I hope for you. He's out of there. Hey! Kale Maragon, welcome to the show. C for Vredo. I'm hanging out with the C Fabretto, a born rotten. Yo trabajadoro como y manera y esto. Welcome to the show, C Fabretto. Ooh, Doomsday Apocalypse. Love to see it. Very nice. Alright. I actually should go back to using that. I should do Doomsday Apocalypse again. What's going on, C Fabretto? We were just encouraging people to try new decks, try new builds. I'm worried we're gonna have another meta lock with Final Fantasy, and I really don't want to see that happen. I want to see people playing with new cards. I want to see people out there experimenting. I'm encouraging people to play the game. You got to get out there and build, guys. Try it. If you see a card that nobody ever uses, say, how can I fit this? It's part of the fun. It's the puzzle. You say, man, this card is kind of weird. It's a weird shape. You know, it's curved on one side, spiky on the other. How do I turn this around? How do I get an advantage playing this and not just playing the same card that everyone runs a million times, you know? Yeah, I could just play Monstrous Rage, but what if I played something else? What if I did something different? You won with a 101 card deck, say 60 life turn or something. That's the stuff I'm talking about, C Fabretto. Get weird with it. Get fucking weird with it. Start playing shit that people don't expect. Go for it. Have fun. That's the name of the game. Chocobo Tribal probably will be a thing. I think Selesnya Chocobos. I think green is poised for a comeback. I think that with Tifa and a couple of these other landfall cards, you may be looking at a little bit more of a you may be looking at a little bit more powerful green. I don't know if it can punch through the aggro of red or the removal wall that black build brings, but I think that you could surprise people. But it definitely is a contender, I think. You could definitely potentially bring something in. I'm flooding right now, by the way. I'm going to draw land here so I can flood further. Told you. Told you. You guys thought I was lying about that, but no, I was not. Alright. No attacks, end turn. I only have 22 lands in the deck, and I drew 6 off the first 10. That's amazing. That's good stuff. Well, welcome, C Fabretto's friends and viewers. Let me shout you guys out. He's going in. If I draw mana here, I'm going to scoop. I can't win with fucking 3 cards. Sorry, guys. Crawling Chorus, that's not it either. That ain't really the vibe either. No, I think we lost this just off the flood right there. I think we lost it just off the flood. Yeah. I think we lost it just off the fucking flood right there. We just didn't ever have it. Alright, let's get a few more grinds in, and then we'll take it from there. Good games, though. I'm having fun. Honestly, again, I'm having fun with this deck. And no pun intended, that's the name of the game. I want to have fun. I'm looking to entertain myself. I've been on the draw tonight when we've been playing. I've been on the draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've been 7 out of the 11 times I've been on the draw. I've only been on the play 4 times. There's the play. Very nice. Let's Crawling Chorus into Venerated. I think that is going to be good there. Yeah, I'm going to put a Black Mage hat on. We're going to get rid of the... we'll get rid of the other hat. Tewaz, you there, man? so good. You don't understand how good night water is. Taywaz, where you at, man? Okay, so we'll start with Crawling Chorus. I have, actually, and I had a feeling that we were going to get some uncommons and commons that were fun, and some cheaper cards. The splashier cards kind of left, which was good to see. The expensive stuff is there. It's super expensive. I'm less enchanted by that than the newer stuff that we're getting out that is, you know, a little bit more fun. Let's see. Removal? I think he's probably got to do Venerated. No, he's not going to do Venerated. Okay. So targeting gets the double dose. Even if he puts one on the stack, it's still going to give him another dose. Which is, again, kind of the idea. We want to push him into the dosing. Phantom Interference doesn't matter, dude. I targeted. You get it anyways. Here's 5 poison. There you go. 5 on a siren. So let's put Duelist down. Now we do this again. We do this. And we say it's going to dose you no matter what. It's on the stack. I am appreciating the Orzhov Night. Is night water a type of alcohol? No, it's literally just water that you drink at night. That's the entirety of what night water is. It's water you drink at night. You ever drink water at night? You ever wake up in the middle of the night and be so thirsty and there's like a glass of water on your nightstand and you fucking drink it and it's just the best thing you ever fucking had in your life? Yeah, there you go. We're dead. Thank you for following Skittles Witch. That is an awesome name right there. He's gonna play a removal on me here, I think. Otherwise, he dies to Jawbone. Curiosity. Flashed it in. Boom. Boom. How's the magic going? It's going okay. It's going okay. Noob to Arena, and I have a question. Is it true that certain formats are rigged? I swear it's impossible. Stuff has happened to me, but it could be a coincidence. No, I don't believe that Arena is rigged in the traditional sense of that it's never going to let you get a win in. Variance plays a big part of it. Variance meaning that you're going to have wins, you're going to have losses built into the game. He's going to probably play a removal on me here. Got him real close, which is very frustrating to see here. Let's push him. Push him. Yeah, he's going to very mastermind me there. Yeah, I don't, I'm trying to stay away from sodas. I used to drink a lot of soda, and I gotta stop for my health, you know? Kato, he'll flash in the Kato. You can flash in the Kato, I think, and Ninjutsu it in. No, he's not going to. He wants to. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Come on, man, do it. Ninja it in, bro. There you go.
I love a dramatic entrance.
I've been cooking a mono black discard that runs cycles. Fizzy drink. Cold soda water. Oh, yeah. I do like a LaCroix every now and again. I do like a LaCroix. I will say that. I actually just got the summer LaCroix. That's like summer berry. You know, they don't have any sugar in them. I do enjoy those. I do partake. Draw a card for each whatever. Okay. Alright. He's really holding things up here. If I draw a Venerated Rot Priest, I think he just loses. Lacroix? Well, I'm not French, so I don't say Lacroix. If I was French, I'd say Lacroix. But I'm not, so I say LaCroix. You know? Lacroix. Yeah. Let's go in. That'll do it. I used to drink Spindrift. Spindrifts, they're okay. Yeah, I kind of got tired of them. I used to get the Spindrifts at the Costco. Alright, pretty good, guys. We did rank. We ended up with a nice juicy, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 4. 60% win rate. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at 60%, guys. For real. Like, that is not terrible. I'm enjoying playing this fresh dynamic. I know it's a new spin on an old deck. I did like the mono green version quite a bit, but I feel like we have a little bit more spice on them. We didn't even really get to play our Surak and Elspeth. We mostly ended up with the early cards, but Surak and Elspeth do set this off. Especially, I cannot tell you how powerful Synchronized Charge is with Venerated Rot Priest. It is one combination that people are not playing. It's insane how good that is. Especially being able to play it out of the graveyard. You can give somebody 4 poison very quickly. Like, you can poison the hell out of people with that very quick. So keep an eye on that one. You're surprising people, and you don't have to do damage and all that. You can just kind of hit them out in that way. So I hope you like that one. We're going to leave that one right there for tonight. Skittles Witch, look at that. Look at that emote. Is that your emote, Skittles Witch? Don't tell me that you're a streamer too. You're a oh, see, Skittles Witch didn't even say that they were a VTuber. That is humility right there. Humility. We'll have to give you a shout out here. Shout. What do you play mostly? We always got so VTubers got to support VTubers, especially smaller ones. We're getting destroyed by HoloLive out there. Listen, I don't have a giga corporation behind me pushing my fucking product and clipping me 6 ways to Sunday. All right, you got to do what you got to do. You got to get it in to fit it in. What do you play, Skittles Witch? By the way, I have a YouTube channel. That's actually where I want you guys. I hide a YouTube channel, people watching right now, by the way. Welcome. Hello. If you want to get more J-Villain, delicious J-Villain content, please go to the YouTube channel. I'm more of a YouTuber than I am a streamer. That's kind of where it is. Don't forget to like all that. Boom. What do I want to play tomorrow? I played a couple of Orzhovs in a row. Do I want to do a mono black? Do I dare eat a peach? I've been a Yu-Gi-Oh player since 2008, and I played Pokemon before that. I played Magic when I was a little girl, and I'm relearning it right now. Well, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Oh, I see you are playing Magic. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Or in Brawl.
Great stuff. I am, as I said, I am much more of a YouTuber than I am a live streamer. Hey, what's up, True Yellow Dart? How you doing? I really live for the YouTube. I'm cutting a video right now is what we're doing. You found me from over there? Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you did. I want to kind of dip in the Mardu pool again. Mardu human. If we do Mardu humans, we may be able to do something real silly. I have never once played Yu-Gi-Oh! The only thing I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the memes. I used to watch the show and I didn't understand the show at all. But I enjoyed watching it. The only thing I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is I know some of the cards and I know the memes. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, Dark Magician, Pot of Greed. I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 2 additional cards from my deck. I summoned Pot of Greed. That's all I know. I know the fucking memes. Exodia, I know that. But how any of that shit is done, I don't know. Yeah, I'm brewing in Standard right now. I'm brewing in Standard. Enters. When this creature enters, deals 2 damage. All out assault. Okay. I summon Pot of Greed. And draw 2 additional cards from my deck. Pot of Greed. And 2 additional cards from my deck. How many wild cards am I walking right now? That many. Not that many, as you might expect. But I have most of everything that I want. Enters Unity. Enters. The 3 here's the thing that I was kind of thinking of. We want to find stuff that does thing when it enters, right? So that it can multiply the entering. Whenever it enters, it does the same thing over and over again because we exile it. And then when we attack, it creates the new thing over. So that's kind of the trick. Kind of generates a mobilize. So creature. I summon Pot of Greed and draw 2 additional cards from my deck. Baby, 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 when you touch me like this, and you hold me like that. It was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. I can barely remember, it's all coming back to me now. Creature, that's a 3 and 2 and 1 drop. When you touch me like this, and you hold me like that, it was so long ago. I just got an mtga and realize how long it takes to get them without dumping straight cash into the game. Nude Avenger, you didn't notice that I had a economy video up, so I'm going to type econ in the chat here, and you can watch the economy video, and I can tell you all the tips and tricks to specifically come up with a method of getting the most optimal money out of the game. Create a zombie token. Warrior. Deals 1 damage, you gain 1 life. Okay. Ah, here's the problem. Okay. That's well, the one I'm thinking of is a 7 drop. See, if we do Massacre Worm, no, not Massacre Worm. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Vile Mutilator, Muogen of Night's Reach. It's weird that I don't have that. Boop, boop, boop. Hero of the Dunes. What is the name of that stupid thing? It's colorless. It's the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. Isn't it? It's the Gorgosi. Yeah. So the trick is you get that in and you get that in. That's the good stuff right there. Okay, hold on a second, guys, because I'm gonna go get some more water and use the bathroom, and we'll pick up from there. So hold on one sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, everybody. See, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, guys. Anything that enters is going to be useful because we trade it out. Like Sanguine Evangelist will be really good. Because if we get an enter trigger over and over and over again on Mardu Siegebreaker, You know, I think that that's kind of where it's at. Especially if it generates things and then disappears. Blue Eyes Charizard is the best. Blue Eyes White Charizard. Yeah, I remember Blue Eyes White Charizard. Everyone was super into that. Fear of immobility. Blue Eyes White Charizard. I summon Pot of Greed. Draw 2 additional cards from my deck. It's up to 1 other target creature artifact you control. Return it to its owner's control. This creature enters. Sorry, I'm thinking. Dun 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 dun. Did you say Rot Priest triggers if it's revived? No, it triggers. Rot Priest triggers no matter whether or not the spell counters or if the spell is canceled or whatever happens. As long as you've selected a target, Rot Priest triggers, which is very useful because you just basically need to get the actions on the stack. Scry, exile on a Turkish return to the you gain 3 life. Oh, that's actually not terrible. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you only need to get you only need to get it on the stack. As long as you've gotten it on the stack, they could kill Rot Priest. Doesn't matter. They're going to get another poison. But all you need to have done is target. Like you saw with that guy, I targeted and he played a counterspell. The spell I was casting failed. It didn't matter because the targeting still went on the stack. So it didn't even matter that the spell, he threw the spell into the trash. I still got the effect off, which is very bad. Yeah, it skips a step. It doesn't even need to resolve, which is super cool. I really like that part, you know. Far away, this ship is taking me far away from the memories of the people who care if I live or die. Starline, I will be chasing the starline. Let's conspire to ignite all the souls who would feel alive. I'll never let you go if you promise not to fade away. Never fade away. Our hopes and expectations, black holes and revelation. Pretty much any Discover would be, huh? Discover. Okay. Geological Appraiser, Discover 3. Discover 5. Persuasive King. How you doing, Persuasive King? Boom, 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 boom. Hey, what's up, Hillbilly? I'm thinking. This is not easy to get out, though. The Discover here. Carnosaur would be a good target. We also have when it dies. Let's try that. Do I want to use those rares? We'll hold off on. We'll add one Charming Prince. Maybe we'll start with Fear of Lost Teeth or something. Maybe we'll go with more Mobilize. No, Mobilize wouldn't work. Reigning Victor. Reigning Victor. Mobilize 1. Maybe we put 2 of those, and then we go for some destruction. We go Requisition Raid. We go Get Lost. Boom. We go for some cut downs. Go for some bitters. Angusta bitters. Craft all. We'll craft 1 wild for that. We need black. We don't need as much red. Boom, 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 boom. Do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is kind of a spitball right here, guys. We're just kind of... I'm kind of winging it. Okay. Let's try this piece of shit. Nah, not War Leader's Call. I don't know. I'm just kind of experimenting. We're going to try this real quick. Hey, what's up, Ares Rumble? And then we'll probably just do the Shakedown Breakdown because it's already getting late. Let's do standard. Let's just try this off the muscle here. There we go. Yeah, if you Siege Breaker or Mobilize, you don't get the attack trigger. That's true. Okay, so we gotta get Evangelist down. Bam Boosie Man here. Bam Bam Boosie Man. I feel you, bro. Alright, let's do that. Let's hold steady. We get Sanguine Evangelist if it survives. That's its Channeler. We gotta get rid of that that shit right away. Cannot have that shit on the board, bro. Cannot abide by that shit. Do this. Create that. Here's where Marduk Siegebreaker goes to work if he doesn't immediately crap out everything that we're building. Vanguard. Okay, so here's where Siegebreaker will go to work. Here is where Siegebreaker will go to work. He'll hold steady, and we'll gun him down. Boom. Boom. We don't get the battlefield trigger, but we do get to run this. We do get the token, and we get the extra bat. Yeah. Does get to remove that, which causes Sanguine Evangelist to come back, which is, you know, they don't like that. Hey, what's up, Proto? No, I didn't hit Mythic. I didn't play this for like 3 days. I was out of town. It's going in again. I will get the hits right there. Very nice. Gain a life. Put this down. Rock shots, huh? No. That guy didn't think that through. He didn't think that through. He didn't really think that through real good. Okay, interesting. Welcome, Mars. How you doing, Mars? Mars bars. Okay. Are we ready for the shaky breaky? Stepping Stone sealed deck. What the fuck is this? Limited. Oh, alright. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what the fuck this is. Real quick, and then we'll do the shaky. Okay. Alright, so those are good cards. This sucks, but these... okay. Alright. Okay, so we do that, we do that, we do that, we do that. Ambling Storm Shell. Whenever this creature attacks, put 3 stun counters in it and draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap this creature. I don't even think we have turtle spells. On this, we control a mountain or a forest. The next spell you cast cannot be countered. Interesting. He's so fun if you run turtles. I can imagine that he's very fun if you run turtles. He looks strong. Is butt funky this week? Yeah, apparently. A forest. Okay. And then we get... Okay. Night Watch. Sultai Devotee. Okay. Tap, untap creature you control. Grumag Night Watch. Look at the top 3 cards. Human Ranger. Not the worst thing. Don't need that. Disruptive Stormblood's not bad. Hollow is not bad. Let's do that. Stalwart Successor. Kintree Severance. Trample. Doosan. Interesting. So let's take a look at our uncommons. What did we get? What did we get for uncommon? So I guess we got to do Encroaching? Maybe? I'm certainly not going to run that. Kintree Severance. Trample. Those are the only uncommons, huh? Let's do that. Common cards. Roost Seek. Let's do that. Champion of Doosan, we could do that. Heritage Reclamation's not bad. Snake's Gambale's not bad. Death Gorger. Alesha's Legacy. It's not terrible. Undying Whisper. Agent of Codus. Riverwalk Technique. That's just a free card. Alright, whatever. Would Shapeshifter count as turtles? I think so. I think Shapeshifters would count as turtles.
Be amazing to hit it this month because that means
This is a terrible fucking opening hand. I guess. Champion of Doosan, Feral Death Gorger, you're not very useful. Do that. Do that. Green. Let's find another. Well, we have a black card. Let's find another green card. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do this. Heritage Reclamation. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target enchantment. Exile up to one card from the graveyard. None of that's going to be any good. Wow, he's coming at me fast. He's coming at me fast here. Look at this. Very nice. Yeah, I pretty much lost this. Alright, I'm not feeling this. We're just going to go to Shakedown Breakdown. Not feeling that. Soul Tie isn't my favorite, so... Alright, let's shake it and break it, boys. Let's do the sideboard real quick. Destroy. What were we just talking about? Heritage Reclamation. That's a good one. Target. Okay. Baseball bat. You were using Hull Clade at 1-drop value to draw 15 cards per battle. That's pretty wild, man. Good for you. Exile. Elspeth Smite. Lay down arms. Okay, let's do that. Boom. You jive turkeys. We're going to go ham on these turkeys. So here we go. Let's get into it, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running a classic Selesnya combo that has a lovely, spicy twist on it. I call it Old Reliable because whenever I'm stuck and I need to grind and I need to get some wins in and I need to really just put a hurt on people and surprise the hell out of people, I pull up Old Reliable. And we're bringing in some new tricks to the Old Reliable. You can teach an old deck new tricks, as a matter of fact. This is going to be Selesnya Toxic. Yeah, Toxic is still around. Not for much longer, but it's still here. And if it's still here, I'm going to hurt people with it because it's funny. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places would be great if you could come on by. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news information. Post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there. The whole community lives on Discord, and of course this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down there, the AetherHub, and you will find it. So what are we talking about with Old Reliable? Well, a lot of old stuff. Yeah, a lot of Phyrexians. But here's the trick. We're gonna make it work with some new things too. Tokens are kind of gonna be figuring into this, especially with something like Crawling Chorus, which really has that old school Magic art feel. This is how Magic cards used to look with just weirdo graphics. 1 white, 1/1, Toxic 1, Phyrexian Horror. Whenever this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian White artifact creature token with Toxic. I really like this because people love doing turn 1 attacks. They love doing the turn 1 smash. They love killing stuff right away, and it also gives us a blocker right away that generates another token. Now, when you have something, we're talking about tokens, and we're trying to build mites and stuff like that. Elspeth is going to lay in the cut, and that is actually super useful. We're going to see her come up and be more effective as time goes on. Mites are going to play a big factor, especially with Skrelv Deflector Mite. You heard me saying, people love playing removal, people love killing. This is kind of the guy for you to protect them. He used to be top meta. People ran him constantly. He's kind of fallen off lately, but Skrelv's still doing what he can do, man. 1 white, 1/1, toxic 1. He cannot block. However, what he can do is he can choose a color, another target creature you control, gains toxic 1 and hexproof from that color until the end of turn. It cannot be blocked by creatures of that color. So he can do the one cheek sneak on you, man. He'll get you in. If they're playing mono black, he'll let somebody get in without ever they can't block, and they get the protection from that. He is a target. People like to remove him. I think there's a memory of how dangerous he was. So you want to put a lot of them in there. Snakeskin Veil is actually a reprint in Tarkir. We want to keep alive our specific cards. We also want to be able to target our own cards so we can pull off the Venerated Rot Priest trick, as it were. So 2 of these I think is perfectly fine. Any other type of hexproof or indestructible spell that you want to kind of run, I'm not mad at you. If you want to run like indestructible or hexproof, I realize that that one that Nowhere to Run gets through hexproof. It is possible, but you could run Lorne's Escape. You could run anything that you want to kind of prevent it. You can even do a Trampler one, like a Gaia's Gift or anything like that, defend the rider. As long as you have something that's kind of instant to protect your essential cards that target something. I do like the 1/1 counter we gain on that. Now, guys, probably one of the most hated cards in Best of 1, Venerated Rot Priest. In this video, and this happened probably, I think, 3 or 4 times when I was running this deck, in this video, you will see people immediately scoop when I play this card. On turn 1, if I put down a green mana and put Venerated Rot Priest, people will pick up their deck and walk away. That is how much they hate this guy. He's he's like Duress like that. You know the turn 1 Duress scoop where I, play a black Duress and then people go, nope, no thank you, goodbye. He is a nightmare to deal with, especially when you have a Snakeskin Veil. I like to play him on turn 2. You put down a Rot Priest, and then they try to target him right away to get rid of him, and you hit the Snakeskin Veil, and then you've targeted him, they target him, they get 2 poison counters immediately for no reason. Venerated Rot Priest is the crux of our build here, because we're going to pull off some really ridiculous tricks with him. 1 green, 1/2 toxic. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, any spell, a spell you control or a spell your opponent controls, the opponent gets a poison counter. How are we going to break this? With a new Tarkir spell that they shouldn't have given us while Rot Priest was in here. And that is going to be something called Synchronized Charge. Look at that silly card right there. That elephant is telling them to go fight. 1 green and 1. Distribute 2 1/1 counters against 1 or, check this out, 2 target creatures you control. Creatures you control with counters on them gain vigilance and trample until the end of turn. Really good card by itself. Add +2/+2 or +1/+1 across 2 creatures. Vigilance and trample as a sorcery for 2 mana at uncommon. I don't think it's being seen a lot. I don't think it's seeing enough play, to be honest with you guys. Really awesome. Then you have the Harmonize ability, where you can cast it out of your graveyard for 5. However, that 4, you can tap up to 4 power and immediately play it out of your graveyard for another green. What does this mean? This is where we get silly. This is where we get crazy with the Cheese Whiz. If you have a Venerated Rot Priest, Synchronized Charge lets you target 2 creatures. So let's say you put down a Rot Priest and then a Slaughter Singer. Then next turn, you have 3 mana. You play a Synchronized Charge, you pump up both of them, right? You all of a sudden make this one and that. You get targeted twice. So you get 2 targets, you get 2 poisons for Venerated, boom. You can play this again, okay? You know what I mean? You can play this, immediately play it again if you have a big enough creature to tap it and have the extra green, you get a second casting that targets 2. So if you're playing your cards right, no pun intended, with Venerated Rot Priest and Synchronized Charge, you could potentially target 4 of your creatures in one turn, immediately giving your opponent 4 toxic, hitting them for 4 poison counters right away. That is ridiculous. That means that 4 castings of this is basically the end of the game. You have this 2 of these in your hand and this on the board. Heaven forbid that you have 2 Venerated Rot Priests and you cast this on each one, they're going to get 4 toxic right away, and then if you cast it again, they're going to get 4 toxic again. It is dangerous. It is a dangerous combo that I don't see anybody playing, so keep that Synchronized Charge in mind. Jawbone Duelist. Hey, do you know what's really good? An unblockable double strike that hits with poison in each one. Skrelv, give them unblockable. Boom, Jawbone Duelist. 1/1 toxic double strike for 2. Not enough people play him. He's a monster right there. Skrelv's Hive, 1 white and 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you lose 1 life, create a 1/1 Phyrexian Might creature token with toxic, corrupted. As long as your opponent has 3 or more poisons, any creature you control with toxic have lifelink. All of a sudden, all of your toxic creatures are going in with lifelink. You have a swarm of lifelinking little creatures going in. This is great for refreshing after board wipes, after sweeps, doing something like that. Anything like that. If they're knocking you out or locking you out, Skrelv's Hive will put new creatures on the board that they have to deal with and could gain life. And of course, we have the Slaughter Singer. Love this guy. He looks crazy as hell. 1 white and 1 green, 2/2, Phyrexian Cleric, toxic 2. Whenever another creature you control with toxic attacks, it gets +1/+1 at the end of turn. If you're attacking with a huge swarm of mites or any other terrible creature, it pumps everyone up. He is also toxic 2, and remember, Skrelv increases people toxic. If you get him in, again, if they're running like all mono red, you put that protection from red on him. He attacks for 3 toxic, immediately hitting in for that. Very, very powerful, very dangerous stuff right there. The 3 drops, because we already talked about all of our 2 drops. We're going to go with 4 Bloat Boys, the Bloated Contaminator. 1 green and 2 4/4 trample, toxic 1. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. What does that mean? You choose any number of permanents and give them another counter of each kind that they have. This will increase poison counters on everyone. It'll also increase the 1/1 counters that you've been giving out with either Snakeskin Veil or with Synchronized Charge. That is great to do Synchronized Charge, swing in with Bloat Boy to trample over with a 6/6 or something like that, and then proliferate him, and he's a 7/7. Huge hits right there. Now we're getting real stompy with it, especially if you have an activated Skrelv's Hive. He's hitting for 7 lifelink on each turn, so you're starting to get some real good synergy between all these different cards. Then we're going to put in Surak Elusive Hunter, because I actually think that this is a super good ad right here, especially comboing with Venerated Rot Priest. He is a 3-drop 4/3 trample, which is already decent. Spell cannot be countered. Human warrior, legendary creature. Whenever a creature you control, or a creature spell you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. This synchronizes well with Venerated, because if they are targeting your creatures or trying to counterspell your creatures, you get to draw cards off the top, which is very nice. So not only if people are trying to kill your stuff are they going to get it with toxic for Venerated Rot Priest, you're also going to be able to draw cards off the top as well. You're also going to have a nice trample guy that's a 3-drop, rounding it out real nicely with Surak Elusive Hunter. I'm going to throw in 2 Elspeths on the end step right there. Nothing worse than activating her middle ability. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. They gain flying. Flying in with a huge mob of toxic creatures, especially with Skrelv's Hive, that can't be blocked, that are juiced up on angel juice. Hey, look, Poison Angels. Where's that guy that loves Poison Angels? That is pretty fun. The fact that also this is a 5-drop Planeswalker, 2 white and 3 with 5 loyalty. If 1 or more tokens we create on your turn, create twice that many. We aren't creating that many tokens. However, Crawling Chaos and Skrelv's Hive can be an absolute monster in the middle to late game if you are getting off Elspeth Storm, because you can generate soldiers or make everyone fly or destroy things at your leisure. Especially with Skrelv's Hive and Elspeth Storm Slayer, I feel like you're really coming in very hot with the amount of stuff that you're going to be able to swarm outwin. And remember, you don't need to always win by doing damage. You can do damage by trampling out and doing all the crazy shit like that. But that toxic clock is ticking down very quickly, especially when they're very, very evasive right there. 5 plains, 5 forests, brushlands, Hushward Verge, Razor Verge Thicket, and 2 Miraxes, of course, which is a colorless land that'll come in with any color that you want, and it creates toxic might tokens on top of that. Good stuff right there. So we're going to look at the stats under the hood right here. 26 creatures, 24 of them Phyrexians. The rest of them, I think the only other one we have is humans. Really good right there. 2 instants, 4 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 4 enchantments, 2 planeswalkers, 22 lands on a 1.9. Very, very fast. The speed at which you can mess somebody up with this deck is shocking. You can theoretically get turn 2 kills off of this guy. Turn 3 kills just by overwhelming them, and for them playing the wrong things and targeting the wrong things, you absolutely can knock them out very quickly. Pretty easy balance between the green and the white right there, so that's what we're doing. Heavy on the creatures. We are trying to go wide on this one, especially with Skrelv's Hive. We are generating a lot of tokens. We are going to be going pretty wide and pushing it. As far as the sideboard is concerned, you'll notice I have no removal in this. I am relying on being sneaky and being fast and very, very effectively knocking out my opponent with toxic or just overwhelming them. The only sideboard that I have for removal, I would say Elspeth's Might, some sort of exile. Lay Down Arms is a good exile. Requisition Rate is never bad to put a 1/1 across the board. Crack open artifacts or enchantments. You can always do something like Not On My Watch to exile your aggro decks that are coming in too hot, or Get Lost or something like that. That is perfectly fine. I want to say a short word for Heritage Reclamation because it is super anti-meta right now. It is super effective because it exiles cards from a graveyard, so if they're running Reanimator, that helps. It also destroys artifacts and enchantments. So generally speaking, it is super effective at knocking out kind of a lot of different meta decks that use artifacts, enchantments, or Reanimator like Omni or something like that, and you get to draw a card off of it. So keep that in mind. That is Clan Teamer as well, and he kind of fits in with the Surak and Synchronized Charge stuff we're doing right there. That is Old Reliable, a new spin on a classic Phyrexian deck, which I really like. Hope you like this one. Give it a like. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Here we go. Yeah, Elspeth can also... True, Elspeth can destroy something if you really need it. Let's get into it. Standard ranked with Old Reliable. Oh, we got stuck in a game. A Running Turtle. Running Turtle, I will tell you what, you go to my YouTube channel and this deck is going to be up tomorrow with a full deck list. That is what we're doing right now. So there's where you're going to want to be. I'm about to end the stream. And when I end the stream, what I'm going to do is put up the deck for you. You go right there. He can't resist playing removal on that, I think. He's going to discard. I get rid of Elspeth. I don't really need her. She's a little bit of a late game combo. Bonus game, I know. I didn't want to get stuck in a bonus game, but... let's get him out. He's going to play removal. He can't help it. He can't fucking help it. He's got to. You fucking can't resist that shit. They love it. They can't fucking stop themselves. The black players, they can't stop themselves. He's going to play probably Liliana here. Or just removal, and he'll take the hit. Boom. Boom. Cut down or increase the power of that. It's probably all discarded removal, which is not great. We'll get rid of that. Boom. Okay. Alright. If he doesn't play removal, I think I'm okay here. Again, like I said, we go on the stack, so even if he kills something, it still goes on the stack. Yeah, we're in trouble now. This is with our worst case scenario.
We all have things.
We're in bad shape. I don't think we're gonna. Well, hold on. Crawling chaos might help. Depends what he draws here. Crawling chaos might help a little bit, but we're not in good shape. If they're hand ripping and destroying, they're gonna soft lock us with removal and discard.
Must be made.
If he's got the removal, then yeah, we're soft locked out of the game. He's gonna do that. Boom. Get her down.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Let's see what he's got. Pay paradise. Put up a parking lot. He's probably discard a card. He's got to get rid of one too. He ditches it. Land. Unfortunately, we just got to keep pushing her in. Boom. I got nothing to discard. He gets one. He gets another one. Yeah. We're going to get soft locked here, basically. We're going to get soft locked. Unfortunately, he came with a really good opening hand. He started, I mean, that's his deck, though. It's just all removal and discard, so it's not like, it's not surprising he got an amazing hand out front. That's what it is. Phyrexian Planet, boom. Does that, boom. Boom. I mean, he came out just with fucking huge rips off of my hand. Yeah, we're soft locked. It's just perpetual. He's just gonna always have discard and removal ready to go. We're never gonna get out of that. We're never gonna get out of that trap. You can get out of it by going wide and they can't destroy everything, or by having enough removal, but my deck is not set up to get rid of him. So, all right, guys, we're gonna send you off on your way there. Not a good one hive. Yeah, one hive would have been great. No, they don't have a single creature. They might have a Sheldred. They might have a Sheldred and a Slasher. That's pretty much it. The whole point is to lock you out of the game. They're gonna make sure you never have a card in your hand and never a creature on the board. It's black control. Kind of the wrong way to use control, in my opinion. Using something as sacred and beautiful as black to control the game. You should be attacking. Anyways, let's send you off on your way to Nib City, I think. Alright, let's send you off to Nib City. Or we could go to Philly. Then we'll go to Nib City. Hey, thank you so much for coming. All right, we'll see you guys. Adios. Good night. Goodbye. Oh, and thank you all for your continued support, and thank you for supporting when I was away, and supporting the podcast and all that good stuff. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Good night. Goodbye.